Hi, I'm Scott from the Jostens service station, and here's our monthly fill-up for the month of August. Coming up, a special feature on just getting things started for the new year, and a fun surprise at the end. But let's start with some news. As you get things rolling, here's some things to handle right away if you haven't started already. First, of course, is take pictures, always be taking pictures. Many yearbook staffs miss one of the biggest days of the year, the first day of school. Things are happening in your building every single day, so be sure to get lots and lots of great pictures. And quick tip, go to more than one sports game for each of your teams. Get tons of photos and then use the best later. Next, do you have your sales plan put together yet for the entire year? If not, be sure to get together with your Jostens representative to map out your entire book sales plan and also perhaps your advertising sales as well. Be sure to ask them about possible online ad sales. That might help out. Your Jostens representative can run a complete budget for you so that you're completely financially secure this year. No guessing or praying this time. And of course, get organized right from the start. Figure out who you have on staff, what everyone's responsibility is, and make some initial assignments. Here's one organization idea. On Mondays, have your staffers make a to-do list for the week of what they plan to get accomplished. Now, don't let them skimp. This should be a realistic list. And then on Fridays, you go down over the list to see what was actually completed, and if you have a class, assign a grade to that. Do that every week, and you'll get your students used to hitting deadlines and getting their work done on time. Well, with a new year beginning, the biggest challenge for most yearbook staffs is just getting off to a good start. What you do in these first few weeks could set the tone for the entire year. Recently, we spoke with a 7-time winner of the Jostens Yearbook Program of Excellence Award to get some ideas from her on how to get things really rolling.
I'm Kimberly Bowser. I'm Yearbook Advisor at Port Allegheny High School in Port Allegheny, Pennsylvania. We actually pick our staff in April the year before if they apply. They don't just sign up, and they fill out an application. And sometimes if I have a student that's very, very involved in other activities, I don't usually take them because I don't want them stretching themselves too thin. Most of my veterans sign up again, and those are the students that I choose. Usually choose one editor-in-chief. I have had co-editor-in-chiefs. Sometimes I have somebody that's very good at the part of talking to other students, where the other person's good at the organization, so I'll pull those two together. I did that the last 2 years. This year I have a student who I think is very good at both, so I only have one editor-in-chief. Veterans can apply to be editors of different sections, like sports editor, music and drama editor. They're in charge of their individual students that are on their staff. Everybody is on the photography staff. Every student takes pictures. Every student goes out to events. Some of them they're pre-signed up. So if we have our sport calendar that comes out in the fall, our editor-in-chief will sit down and actually sign everybody up for various events. So not one person is taking all the pictures. Now, if somebody wants to take pictures, they can very well sign up if they like, but everybody's responsible for taking pictures. And if they don't show up for an event and haven't found a replacement, they get a red card. And that red card goes, I have a little chart on the wall, and it gets slid in there, and they can get rid of their red card by offering to take over someone else's slot. We have a book, a binder, that has a whole calendar. Each week is done on a page, and when the editor-in-chief sits down and all the events get written into that binder, and the editor-in-chief will assign everyone to anything that's pre-scheduled, sporting events, drama events, music events. When let's say a pep assembly comes up, that would get written in when we find out about it, which is usually about a week in advance. We'll take volunteers at first who want to take pictures, and then if we don't get volunteers, we'll just basically assign people. And then that's also, people are told that staff is told to look at that book on a regular basis. Our photography editors try to remind them the morning of or the week of events, but it's still the staff's responsibility to make sure that they're free and that they come and they pick up their cameras to take pictures at the various events, and if they don't, they get a red card. The veterans usually take on the rookies. The hard part is getting the rookies willing to talk to them and ask questions. We have some social events. I Sometimes I've had pancake breakfasts at my house, which we have for dinner. We have a Christmas party. We have a picnic at the end of the year. The kids love those events. Rely on your staff. Pick good people to be your staff. If you run into issues, lean on the rest of them. Try to keep it organized. Don't try to do everything at once. Don't try to do everything yourself. Listen to your staff. The red card idea came up last year. The assigning of things ahead of time came up. Like, we would assign a couple weeks in advance prior to that, but now we're doing an entire season. All of the season is assigned in advance. My staff came up with that idea, not me. You know, after 13 years, new idea. So you got to listen to the staff. They're, especially the kids that have been through it before. Keep everything. Keep every file you create, every form you create, every document you create. Don't get rid of it, don't dump it, you'll probably need it again. If you do a fundraiser and it's successful, keep all of your records and do it again.
A big thanks to Kim for sharing her experiences, but that was just a portion. To hear the entire half-hour interview filled with ideas and tips, check out our brand new podcast at the address shown on the screen. Each month we'll bring you a new interview designed to help you with your yearbooking effort. Now let's wrap up with a look at a tool that every yearbook staff should be using, no matter your school or situation. It's your own Jostens Replay It mobile app. Doesn't matter if you make your book online or via software, Replay It is a tool that you must be using. After all, nearly everybody now has some kind of gadget or gizmo in their pocket, and almost everybody likes to take pictures. That means you have an army of photographers out there, so why not put them to work for your benefit? With your Replay It app, you can easily get lots of images from your users. The big challenge? Getting as many people as possible to get the app on their own device and register for your school. Here are some ideas to do that. Maybe you can get people to do it all at once, perhaps during an assembly, maybe during a class meeting, maybe during lunch periods. Everybody eats lunch, right? Led by your staffers in the cafeteria, everyone registers. Or perhaps you do it as part of a regular class that everybody takes, let's say English class. Get some help from the English teachers in your building and you can get this done quickly. It should take 3 minutes or less for everyone to install the app and register for your school. Well, that's all for this month. Keep storytelling out there, and we'll see you next time.